It is a very happy Monday evening. It is Monday evening, October the 16th, 2023, and I cannot tell you how excited I am. I mean, this is one of those months from Criterion when they make these announcements that gets me super excited. Criterion Collection has announced their January 2024 titles. And I have to say, if this is any indication of what's in store for 2024, 2024 is looking very, very good indeed. Off to a very nice start. All right, the Criterion Collection has announced 6 new titles for January 2024, and this is one of those months where I look at the list, at the lineup, and I'm saying to myself, I'm going to get that, I'm going to get that, I'm going to get that. I'm going to get all of these titles. I mean, I can tell you right now, I'm going to get every single one of these titles, and there was one particular title that I have been hoping for months would get a 4K upgrade from Criterion, Blood Simple. And it did. I am so excited about that title from Joel Nathan Cohen coming to the collection on 4K. Of course, it currently has a Blu-ray of that release, but it's going to get a 4K upgrade. So if only we can get another particular Cohen Brothers film on 4K from Criterion, that would really get me even more excited. But for now, I will take Blood Simple. But yeah, let's do a quick little rundown of what they announced today. They announced 6 titles for January 2024. We get 5 Blu-ray Tuesday months, or five Blu-ray Tuesdays in the month of January, and we're getting Criterion releases on every single one of those weeks. So 6 titles, including 4 new 4K titles, which include 2 upgrades of existing Blu-ray editions in the collection. So, these are situations where Criterion has an existing Blu-ray edition of these titles, and now they're releasing them on 4K. So for those of you who are new to the Criterion Collection, you're just getting into Criterion collecting, you are getting in at the best possible time that there has ever been, because you haven't picked these titles up on Blu-ray. So for you, you're getting 4K editions of these titles for the first time, which is awesome. And for people like me, I'm going to be upgrading to some of these titles. And in this case, we've got all current filmmakers in the collection. So usually there's new filmmakers coming into the collection, but when you look at the titles that are coming out for the month of January 2024, these are all from directors who currently have films in the Criterion Collection. So that's cool. And as far as countries, we got the United States, India, Belgium, France, Germany, and the United Kingdom represented in these titles. Again, we have 1 title coming out January the 2nd, 1 on January the 9th, 1 on January the 16th. And then we get a title on, 1 on the 23rd. And then we get 2 titles coming out on the 30th of the month to close out the month of January. So it is a stunningly exciting announcement coming off of a sort of a light December, which is to be expected. Criterion is coming out the gate swinging in 2024 with this lineup. So I'm looking forward to hearing what you all think in the comments. And speaking of the comments, I'm going to go to them now, and then we're going to go to the Criterion site and check out what they have in store for us here in the coming months after the holidays. So let's see who's out there. Thanks to everyone who's joining tonight, and for whoever watches this on the replay. This is an exciting time to be a physical media collector. So we have Adrian James. Hello. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Well, happy Tuesday to you. It is Tuesday where you are across the pond, but thank you for that happy Monday. It's probably just past midnight for you over there in the United Kingdom. So hope you are doing well, and thank you for joining as always. Gungshi says hi. Hi to you, Gungshi. Internet user, the usual suspects, Wilkie Movies and Music. Hey, the internet user and Wilkie there. I hope you're doing well. Adam says hello. Hello to you, Adam. Whoops. Adam says superb slate. Yeah, 100%. This slate, I am blown away by this slate. I mean, we're going to get into it, but I look at these titles and I'm thinking, wow, I am absolutely blown away by this slate. We got Mr. KB. How you doing, brother? Happy Monday, James. I think too many people will sleep on Mudbound, but 2024 is off to a good start, Criterion-wise. 100% agreed. And KB has, I believe do you have Mega Mike tonight? KB has his conversations. He's been doing some awesome conversations like every night for 31 Days of Horror, and that is an epic run. So big ups to KB on that. But his next one is coming up at 8 p.m. tonight, and I think he's got Mega Mike on there. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Mudbound, KB. I have not seen that title, but I've heard a lot of people talking about it. So I'm looking forward to checking that out. That's one of the Blu-ray releases of the month. So, or the month of January. January will be a solid month. I might pick up every title. Yeah, me too, Lane. I mean, I see myself getting every one of these titles. Now, there's probably 2 or 3 that I will get day one in the month of January. I will go ahead and pick those up and do reviews on this channel. I know for certain Blood Simple I will review on this channel. But the others, I might wait for the February or March flash sale, but I'm definitely getting those titles in the first quarter, all of them. Traveling Man, how are you doing, sir? Hey, James, I had a feeling that Apu trilogy was coming to 4K. Now, that was big news. I did not see that coming, but I was pleasantly surprised and blown away to see the Apu trilogy, which is an absolute miracle of film restoration. That we're getting that on 4K when there was every possibility that we would never be able to see these films on physical media before they were saved. Let's see, oh, that's my Adobe Lightroom Classic verifying something. Huh, okay, so Adam says, okay, I know. And let's see here. Dustin Putnam. Good evening, James. Always love your Criterion monthly rundowns. Great month. Yes, 100%. I mean, I am very excited. Looking forward to diving into these with y'all. Good evening, James, says Island 007-100. Great to be here. Great to see you here, Island 007-100. Lone Star is a highlight for me. Mudbound really looks good as well. Okay. So it came out on Netflix. Okay. Well, I'm probably going to wait for this release along with another one of these titles before I see it. Love that Lone Star is getting the Criterion treatment. Wish there were more extras though. Yeah. Some of these releases are getting some nice special features or nice, list of features, and others, a little bit more on the light side. Lone Star and Mudbound are instant buys for James Wooten. Okay. I'm excited about all these forthcoming releases. There are a few I haven't heard of before, including Mudbound, which looks interesting. Cool. KB says, yep, Mega Mike and me at 8 p.m. All right. So I'm looking forward to hearing about that mega movie plan, horror style tonight. Let's see, Zach 110, really excited about Train Spotting in 4K, one of my all-time favorites. Okay, cool, cool. And let's see here. We have Adrian saying hello to everyone again. KB, I might wait on the Apu and Ackerman sets. I'm in for everything else. Yeah. The Apu trilogy is one I'm gonna have to think about whether or not I want to make that upgrade. That's one that I might say, I'll probably get an indication from reviews to say, hey, is there a notable difference? Because I think the 4K restorations that were on the original Blu-ray release are the same restorations used for these 4Ks, but I'll double check that. So I'm not sure if the difference in quality is going to be enough to make me want to make the plunge. Dell says, what's up? What's up to you, Dell? How are you doing? You have been having some awesome movie swaps of late and always. Sup, brother Dell? People saying hello to one another. People saying, hey. Hello, Laren. How are you doing, sir? And Adrian saying, hey. And oh my goodness, we have a super chat here. Thank you so much, Movie Addict Matt. After ending 2023 on kind of a whimper, I'm happy to see Criterion start 2024 going big. Now I need Coen Brothers' Oh Brother, Where Art Thou on 4K next. Interesting. Now I was thinking of a different Coen Brothers film, No Country for Old Men. That is a title that, if that is, I have to believe. Now, let me ask y'all this opinion. No Country for Old Men has to come out on 4K from somebody by 2024, right? I mean, by 2024, we should be getting No Country for Old Men on 4K. Shouldn't we? If it's not Criterion by somebody, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments. But thanks again, Movie Addict, Matt. I appreciate that. Adrian says hello to Laren. We have Jimmy Goodman with a super chat. Thank you, sir. 249 pounds. Your thoughts on Don't Look Now, just back from it. Don't Look Now is a great film. I have it on Blu-ray Criterion. It is an excellent film. Donald Sutherland and Julie Christie. I just rewatched it a couple of weeks ago. Really good movie. I mean, a very, very good movie all the way around. I love Donald Sutherland in pretty much everything. Julie Christie is great as well. And so I definitely recommend it. I'm debating whether or not I want to do the 4K upgrade. I've heard the 4K is a nice upgrade over the Blu-ray. So I'm kind of debating. People saying hey to one another. Laren, Mudbound is a tough watch, but excellent film. Same director D. Reeves as Pariah. Yes. KB saying hey to Laren. What's up, James and everyone? One of the best months announced in a long time. January is going to kill the wallet. Yeah. So I'm going to go pretty heavy I'm definitely doing the November sale of Barnes & Noble for Criterion. I've got a modest list of titles for that. If Arrow has a sale, I will probably pick up, if available, the Psycho set, if that's available, and if there's a sale, and a few things on the Arrow front. But I'm going to try to be as good as possible. Try to be. Let's see. Michael Smith, interested if anyone in the group has seen Jean Dillman and really enjoyed it. Just can't understand the hype for that one. You know, I've seen Jean Dillman, Quai du Khmer, 1080 Bruxelles. I've seen it. I think it is a brilliant film. I think it's brilliantly constructed. And I definitely appreciate it for the work of art that it is. But I can definitely understand that for probably most people, it might be a snooze fest. I mean, because there's not a lot going on. And it's the type of film that is more of an artistic type film. It's not for it can be a tough watch. If you're looking for a conventional movie experience, that is not the movie for you. I will definitely tell you that. But I do think it is a brilliant film, and it's a brilliant work by Chantal Akerman. I don't really agree with the Sight and Sound putting it at number one. You know, if I had to do like a top 100, I might put it in the top 100. I just can't see it being the number one film of all time. But you know, that's the way they voted. So Let me know what y'all think about that in the comments section. Let's see. Laren, KB, Adrian, people saying hey to one another, which we love that. Maury Foreman, I thought they would release The Mother and the Horror in 4K. I guess it didn't work out. Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that film. I am not familiar with that one. Michael Smith said, agreed. No Country is the perfect film for Criterion, preferably with a good commentary, not the Coen brothers, though, since they don't do them. Yeah. I mean, fingers crossed. We shall see. We shall see. I just have to believe 2024 has got to be the year for No Country for Old Men. Got to believe it. I think Paramount has No Country. We'll see what they'll do. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind them doing it. If they want to do it, okay, y'all do it. But somebody do it, or give the rights to Criterion or someone to do it. James, what's your favorite John Carpenter movie? Oh, wow. I would say Halloween is up there. The Thing would be up there. Yeah, Halloween and The Thing. I'll say that for now. Halloween and The Thing. By the way, we're doing a taste of John Carpenter films for the Taste of Director series for this month of October. That's going to be coming out in probably about 10 days or so. So be on the lookout for that, or 2 weeks. They will release The Mother and the Horde this year, 4K, probably a summer title. Okay. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that film. I don't know who the director is. Let me know in the comments. I feel like Since There Will Be Blood also comes from Paramount and is also getting a 4K soon. Hopefully it'll do it for No Country. That would make sense. We shall see. Fantastic question, Adrian. Let's see. What's up, Dylan KB? Love the diplomatic answer, James. Ha ha. Diplomatic answer. I've heard the Coen brothers don't really like 4K as a medium. Not sure if it's true or not, but either way, I'm happy to get their film on UHD. Although I'd pass of Hail Caesar. Okay. Nice question, Adrian. Laugh out loud. Thanks, KB. All right, folks. No sense in standing on ceremony. Let's get into these titles. But before I do want to take one quick little detour. I'm going to share my screen here real quickly. And I'm going to take just a quick minute to address something that people have been talking about. Our good friends at Best Buy have made a business decision. And I have to say, to be honest with you, I don't blame them, because they're a business and they want to use their retail space. They want to maximize the profitability of their retail space. And I don't blame them making the decision to move physical media out. It's heartbreaking for us collectors. I mean, we do feel the need for physical media in the sense that we value the picture quality, we value the special features, we value the packaging, just the tactile feeling of having a disc in your hand or having a nice box set. We love physical media and what it represents, and just having that ownership of the movies that we love. But, the majority of the population, they don't feel the same way. And, people, because of that, the economics of it, Best Buy doesn't make a ton of money off of selling movies and selling discs and physical media in stores. And so they've made the decision to say, you know what, we're going to come out of this market altogether and use that space for, higher ticket items. That's going to give us, higher margins and, make a better use of that space. So I don't blame them from a business standpoint. They're making probably the right choice for them, but it is a bummer, for those of us who love physical media. But I bring this up because while this does sound like bad news for physical media collectors, from my perspective, when I hear announcements like Criterion put out today, it really encourages me and reminds me of the fact that physical media is still going strong for those who love it. And there will, I don't want to say always, but I think for the foreseeable future, I definitely believe that physical media is still going to keep going as long as people, support these boutique labels, support, some of these other, outlets through which we can get physical media. There is still a market out there. We're just not going to be able to get it from Best Buy and other places that have decided, to move out of it. So it's going to be online. It's going to be, through other avenues. other than Best Buy. So this is an interesting article on CBS News Minnesota site about collectors say there is an absolute need for physical media as Best Buy halts in-store sales. So I've heard that Best Buy is not only halting in-store sales of physical media in 2024, but they're also no longer selling physical media on their website. So that is a bummer. But let me know what y'all think about that in the comments section. So I'm going to stop sharing that, and I'm going to share what you guys are really here to talk about, which is these wonderful announcements from the Criterion Collection. So let me go to that screen share, and let's get into it. All right, this is the screen. This is the Criterion site. This is what we like to see. This wonderful collage of new titles and this announcement that January titles are announced. Shop now. Let's do that. Hopefully, we'll have an opportunity to perhaps do some shopping soon in a flash sale. Hopefully, fingers crossed on that. So you go here, and as we click, we see this still from Train Spotting, which is interesting. And if you scroll down, we see, of course, today released was Freaks, which is the Todd Browning set. A lot of people are going to be really interested in picking up this set. This is a set that I personally am probably going to hold off on, but I know a lot of people are absolutely stoked to pick up this Todd Browning's Freaks set, the Unknown, the Mystic, and Freaks. So that came out today. So that's exciting. And then you have these Janus contemporary titles, The Innocent, No Bears, and EO. They also came out today. So this was a pretty big release day for Criterion. And then next week, tomorrow. This is tomorrow when those are coming out, the 17th. And then next week on the 24th, we have The Others starring Nicole Kidman, which is one that I am very excited about picking up. That's coming out on 4K Ultra HD. This is a fantastic title. If you've not seen it, it is a great story. I don't want to tell you much about it because I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's just a fantastic ghost story. Now I'll just leave it at that. A lot of people have been telling me about Nanny, and this is one I definitely want to pick up. So I'll be picking this one up in the upcoming sales. And then we have Jackie Chan, Emergence of a Superstar coming out, The Last Picture Show on 4K, Mean Streets on 4K in November. A lot of people are excited about that. And I'm looking forward to La Cérémonie, this film from Claude Chabrol. This one definitely intrigues me. Then we come to December, which was a fairly light month for a lot of people, but I think there's a lot to be excited about here. You get Blast of Silence, Days of Heaven. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but was Days of Heaven, did that get moved? This looked like that. It looks like this got moved to December, but I'll have to double check. The Red Balloon and Other Stories, 5 films from Albert Lamorisse, and then Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. So that's exciting. So that then brings us to this lineup of 6 titles coming out in January that I'm super excited about. Starting off with this title right here, the Apu Trilogy. This is a title that I currently have. This is the Blu-ray edition of the Apu Trilogy. You've got 3 films from director Satyajit Ray. These are Indian films from famous Indian director Satyajit Ray, who I recently featured in one of our Taste Director Series entries a few months ago, Taste of Satyajit Ray film, so check that out. But you have Pather Panchali, Song of the Little Road, Aparajito, The Unvanquished, and Apur Sansar, The World of Apu. And these are movies about the life of this young boy that you see pictured here at different stages of his life. So as a young boy, as a teenager, a young adult, and as an adult man who gets married. So you see him at these different stages of his life, and he endures a lot of personal challenges along the way. So I'll just leave it at that. But this is a fantastic, fantastic set. There is a great story around the restoration of these films and how I believe the original negatives of these films were burned up and destroyed in a fire. And There was some great work by, I think Martin Scorsese was involved in his film foundation. I think he was involved in the restoration of these films and rescuing these films, working with the Criterion Collection to bring them out on Blu-ray in this set several years ago, I think 10 years ago or so. And now these same films are getting a 4K Ultra HD release. So if you have not purchased, if you have not gotten the Apu trilogy before, this is a great time to consider getting this amazing set of films on 4K Ultra HD. Now, if you look down here, it's coming out on 4K Ultra HD on 6 discs, Blu-ray, and there's also a DVD option. So I know a lot of people want to know, hey, is Criterion still offering the DVD option for these releases? And that is the case in the case of the Apu trilogy. You'll be able to get it on 4K, Blu-ray, and DVD. So that's a really good thing to know. Here you have a picture of each of the films are in their own, and you'll see here, each of the films have their own. This is the packaging that I have. You have this booklet, and each of these films has their own little deal here, little individual case, so to speak. So that's pretty good packaging for the Apu trilogy. As far as the special features, I have not done a direct comparison, but if you look at the features here, I believe it pretty much mirrors the same features that are listed here. Now, one thing to note is on this Blu-ray set, which was a 3 Blu-ray special edition, it said a new 4K digital restoration of all 3 films. So at the time that this came out, it was based off of new 4K digital restorations. Now you'll note on the site right now for this 4K edition, it says 4K digital restoration. So what that tells me is the same 4K restoration that was used for this Blu-ray is very likely the same 4K restoration that's being used for this 4K set. So I'm not sure what that's going to mean in terms of picture quality differences. Hopefully, it's going to be a notable upgrade. But this is one that if there is one title I might hold off on getting, it might be this one because I already have this on Blu-ray. But I'll look at some reviews and see if there's a notable uptick in the picture quality. But for those of you who are new to this set, though there's no new special features from the original release, there's a ton of special features in this set that you'll want to take advantage of. Let's just play a little clip here to give you an idea of this. Well, this is actually the trailer for the Apu trilogy. So let's run this real quick. So you see him at the different stages of his life there. Yeah, so just an absolutely fantastic experience. It's been a long time. It's been years since I've seen these films, but they are extraordinary films. I mean, just starting with the very first film, they're just emotionally engaging and a lot of tragedy, so it's heavy, but it's also, very life affirming as well. But 3 miraculous films from director Satyajit Ray. This is coming out on January the 2nd, 2024. So as soon as the new year comes in, the very next day, we're going to have the opportunity to get the Apu trilogy, one of the great releases in the entirety of the Criterion Collection, coming out on 4K Ultra HD for the first time. It's going to MSRP at $124.95. So during a 50% off sale, you would get this at $62.50. But on the Criterion site for pre-order is being offered at $99.96. So pretty good opportunity there for the Apu trilogy. Now let's take a look at the next title. Now this one, as soon as I saw on my Twitter feed, I got really excited because I was like, oh my goodness, they are putting out Blood Simple on 4K Ultra HD. Now I have this on Blu-ray as well also. You open up the case here. This is the Joel and Ethan Coen film from 1984. Comes in at 95 minutes. I just absolutely love this film. This is Joel and Ethan Coen's directorial debut, and it is an absolutely brilliant one. I would say if I had to rank their films, I would say for me, No Country for Old Men would be number one. And I think Blood Simple might be number two. It is so, so good. So it's Joel and Ethan Coen's career-long, darkly comic road trip through misfit America began with this razor-sharp, hard-boiled neo-noir set somewhere in Texas, where a sleazy bar owner releases a torrent of violence with one murderous thought. Actor M. Emmett Walsh looms over the proceedings as a slippery private eye with a yellow suit, a cowboy hat, and no moral compass. And Frances McDormand's cunning debut performance set her on the road to stardom. Frances McDormand, she's cinematic gold. I mean, she is just one of the great actresses of our day. And this is where she began in this film right here. You see, actually, a picture. Well, you see her right there, with the gun there. Frances McDormand, just absolutely brilliant. This is her back in 1984 when this movie came out. She's, of course, currently married to Joel Coen, the director. You'll see here that, 4K Ultra HD, Blu-ray, and DVD. Excuse me, let me just go back real quick and look at something. I think I forgot to mention something about the Apu trilogy. Sorry to do a quick detour here. On the Apu trilogy, the 4K edition, you get 3 4K discs, and I do not see Dolby Vision. So there does not appear to be any HDR on the 4Ks for Apu trilogy. I just wanted to just double check that. So sorry to break that train of thought there. But on the Blood Simple, you're getting a restored 4K digital transfer. Now, the Blu-ray was based off of a new 4K digital transfer. So the same 4K transfer for the Blu-ray edition for a few years back is being used presumably for this 4K disc. Now, in the case of Blood Simple, the 4K is going to be in Dolby Vision HDR. So we are getting Dolby Vision on this. And just given the visuals of this film, I'm really excited to see how HDR is going to treat the colors with those neon colors, how it's going to, really, present. There's a lot of dark scenes in this film. So I'm really expecting this 4K to show some things that you don't see on this Blu-ray. I'm expecting to see a lot of additional details and just a better treatment of those darker scenes and being able to make out more in the shadows and just all of those subtleties that make for a nice 4K image. I think that 4K is going to tear this movie up. That is my prediction, but we shall see. Now, if you look at all the special features, they appear to be the same as the special features that came on this Blu-ray. So, as is the typical form, it's pretty much the same special features with no additional features. Now, the sound, I believe, is the same. 5.1 surround DTS HD master audio soundtrack, same sound. So same features, same audio. You're getting a 4K disc with Dolby Vision. So that's something to consider. And you have a 4K option, which is 2 discs, a 4K disc and a Blu-ray. You have a Blu-ray option, which is what I already have here. And there's also a DVD option. So you get options with this. This is a great film. It's Joel and Ethan Coen's debut feature, and it is one of their best films. It is so good all the way around. Just a fantastic movie. I love films like this. I love neo-noirs. It's just great. No Country for Old Men is also a neo-noir, and this is a great one right here, Blood Simple. Now, let me come out here. And we're going to look at the next one, and then I'm going to pop out and go back into the comments and hear what y'all are thinking about these titles. I hope y'all are enjoying this so far. I hope y'all are enjoying just soaking up this Criterion goodness. I mean, Criterion has come out guns blazing in 2024, and I'm excited about it. Especially, it's like I said, hearing that news about Best Buy the other day, it can be a little bit discouraging. But when you see announcements like this from Criterion, it's like, makes you feel good. Makes me feel good. Hope it makes you feel good as well. All right, so that's Blood Simple. Now let's go to this title here. This is Lone Star. Now this is a title that I'm not familiar with. It's from director John Sayles. Now John Sayles is already in the Criterion Collection. He has this film here that's also in the collection called Matawan, which is an interesting film. This is Spine number 999 in the Criterion Collection, and it's a really good movie that I recommend checking out. So John Sayles is already in the collection. This will be his second title in the collection, and it's called Lone Star. Very interesting cover here. Very fascinating cover, actually. I'm not sure what to make of this skeleton. It looks kind of weird. I don't know what to make of that skeleton, but I do see a police badge. This is a 4K Ultra HD offering. So this is another title coming out on 4K Ultra HD from the Criterion Collection. It's going to be available on January the 16th. And in this case, you're getting a 4K offering and a Blu-ray. No DVD option here. This will be Spine 1202 in the Criterion Collection. So this is a new Spine number in the collection. So the Red Balloon set is Spine 1200. And then the Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, I think, is 1201. Those are coming out in December. And then 1202 is this title here, Lone Star by John Sayles. And it's a keen observer of America's social fabric. Writer-director John Sayles uncovers a haunted past buried beneath a small Texas border town in this sprawling neo-Western mystery. So another neo-Western, Blood Simple, Lone Star. I like those types of films set in Texas, with those sprawling, Western landscapes. You got when a skeleton is discovered in the desert, lawman Sam Deeds, Chris Cooper, son of a legendary local sheriff, begins an investigation that will have profound implications both for him personally and for all of Rio County, a place still reckoning with this history of racial violence. Okay. Spearmint tea. Sayles' masterful film, novelistic in its intricacy and featuring a brilliant ensemble cast, including Joe Morton, Elizabeth Pena, and Chris Christopherson, quietly subverts national myth-making and lays bare the fault lines of life at the border. All right, so this film's from 1996. It's 135 minutes, so a pretty long runtime. Not much in the way of special features. You do get, of course, a new 4K restoration. You get 2.0 surround DTS master audio. You get Dolby Vision on that 4K. So we are getting Dolby Vision with this. We get a new conversation between the director and filmmaker Gregory Nava, a new interview with Dryberg, and a trailer. So there's not much in the way of special features here. We do get an essay from a scholar, Domino Rene Perez. You see Chris Cooper here. So you see some pictures here. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, this is a film that I'm intrigued by. It seems to address a number of different themes in this neo-Western setting. So I'm definitely intrigued about this title. Let's take a look at a few seconds of this trailer.
You're the last white sheriff this town's gonna see. I'm as liberal as the next guy.
If the next guy is a redneck.
Take a small border town, a little racial tension, a little sexual tension, and a 30-year-old murder mystery.
You two saw it, didn't you?
And you've got what critics are calling an American masterpiece.
Okay. So yeah, it sounds interesting. I'm in. This is coming out on 4K Ultra HD on January the 16th. Also a Blu-ray offering. So this is a really interesting title from John Sayles. He's the same director who gave us Matawan, the 1987 film. So this film here came out nearly a decade after Matawan. So one to be on the lookout for is called Lone Star, and it's coming in at Spine 1202 in the Criterion Collection. So I'm going to stop sharing and come back out here, and let's see what y'all are saying. How are y'all feeling about these titles? Let's see. All right. Michael here is saying one of my Best Buys dropped movies a while back. The other has a very small section still. Yeah. I don't think I've ever stepped foot in a Best Buy. There ain't any in my area. Well, if you're a physical media collector, you have a less reason to now in the future. So, but yeah, we have plenty in our area here in the Atlanta area. And I've definitely seen the dwindling, availability of physical media in these stores, and they're just going to go all the way with it and just take them out altogether pretty soon. I rarely venture into a Best Buy as well. Yeah. Best Buy is not where I buy most of my physical media, so it's no worries for me. I'm mostly just curious where Lionsgate will take their exclusives. Yeah, that's a good question. That is a great question because Lionsgate steelbooks are just awesome. Awesome. Love those steelbooks. They are the best. The one, let me see. Anyway, they're just great. They're just great all the way around. I think the fall I think is one of the more recent ones I picked up in that space. Maybe Lionsgate's own website or Amazon store, perhaps, maybe. Criterion's Days of Heaven 4K release did get pushed out to December. Not sure they announced a reason for the delay. Yeah, wasn't that in November? And I guess it got pushed to December. Yeah. Let's see. I've considered getting the Apu trilogy more and more lately, so this seems like the perfect opportunity. Absolutely. If you have not, folks, if you have not already gotten the Apu trilogy, if you've held off on it, congratulations. You are going to have an opportunity to get it in the highest video quality available, and I suspect this might be sort of the end of the road in terms of the physical releases of this set of films. I mean, this will probably be the last physical media release that will need to be made for these films, this 4K release. So great opportunity. James, the Apu trilogy being released on 4K lets me further know why I can never buy a Criterion back catalog again. Nothing is safe. I'm glad I waited for the 3-color set to be released on 4K. Yeah, I sort of agree with that, Traveling Man. The only problem is you just don't know what titles are going to which ones are going to upgrade. So you have to wonder, okay, do I wait? And if I wait, I could be waiting a long time. If it's a title, I would say if it's a title you really love and you absolutely want to have it on physical, I would almost say consider going ahead and getting it because you really don't know when Criterion will upgrade. And in some cases, they may not ever upgrade some of these Blu-rays. So you never know. Let's see. Michael Smith, brick and mortar stores are drying up in my area, but my city is one of 12 cities getting the entire Criterion catalog. That's awesome. You mean for the Barnes & Noble? That is great. I wish one of the ones here in the Atlanta area would get that treatment. That would be amazing. Culture, what's up, Culture? What is up? What's up, Trini? People saying hey to one another. Culture, love Blood Simple. Me too. I absolutely love this film. I love the aesthetic of this film. I love how this film looks. I love just watching this film visually. It is a visual treat. And I think 4K is going to tear this picture up. It's going to look great, I think. So fingers crossed for that. Let's see here. Sup, Jordo and Dell. All right. I hope someone puts out a release of Burn After Reading from the Coens, one of their more lesser known films. Okay. Yeah, I've not seen that one. I'm not familiar with that one. All right. The man with the mega movie plan. How are you doing, Mike? Holding down the fort over there in California. Hope you're doing well. Hope you have a great conversation with KB here shortly. See, hey, have Cheetah, will view. I love Criterion, but unless they run that 50% sale or I find a very rare film in the wild, their prices are just too expensive. Yeah, I certainly understand. I mean, there is no doubt that the best time to buy Criterions are during the flash sales, which we could be getting that at some point this month. Potentially, we shall see. And then the 50% off sale at Barnes & Noble every July and November. And in recent years, Amazon's been price matching that 50% off sale. So some good opportunities at least a couple times a year to get Criterions at those reduced prices. And that's really the best time to do it. I saw Lone Star over the summer. I quite liked it. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, it looks interesting. It looks like an interesting premise. A lot of things going on. I like the setting. I like the premise. I like some of the themes that are being covered. So I'm in. Let's go. Let's see. Cheetah saying, hey to Mega Mike. Lone Star is excellent. I love it. I love this Lone Star love. Seeing Lone Star last year in the cinema, really interesting exploration of small town Texas life and the relationship with the Mexican border people. Okay. Yeah, see, I like that setting. Small Texas town, neo-Western thing going on. I'm here for it. Elizabeth Pena, so sad what happened to her. She was a fine actress. Elizabeth Pena, is she the same actress who was in Down and Out in Beverly Hills? I'll have to check that. Let's see. I have been looking for Lone Star on Blu-ray for years. Happy about this announcement. Yeah. Chris Christopherson, says Jimmy, is terrifying in this film, by the way. Oh, okay. He's terrifying in this film. So I'm intrigued. Kino Lorber has been knocking it out of the park with their back catalog of 4K UHD releases. Okay. They have been 100%. I tell you what, I was just thinking this the other day that if you're a collector and if you only collected Criterion, Kino Lorber, and Arrow, you'd have an amazing collection. Now, obviously, there are people who would scream at that and would say, "Oh, but what about Scream and Shout and all these other Shout Factory and all these other places?" Obviously you wouldn't have everything, but if you just collected Arrow and Criterion and Kino, you would have a nice lineup of titles in your collection. But Kino's been killing it. I mean, I love everything that I've seen from them so far this year. Taking a Pelham 1, 2, 3, great. The Serpico, fantastic. Marathon Man. I just love everything from Kino. They're killing it. See, Amos Lowe says, "Hello, James. Wait to know Blood Simple has a 4K upgrade. If the Big Lebowski also gets a 4K upgrade, that'll be mind-blowing." Well, the Big Lebowski is already out on 4K. So it's already out on 4K. So the dude is already out on 4K. And that rug, it just ties the room together, I love that line. I love that scene with Jeff Bridges as the dude in the office talking to, I think, the real Mr. Lebowski. It's just great cinema. Great cinema. Let's see. We have Mika here. Hey, James, excited for Blood Simple. Great movie. Yes, 100%. Glad that y'all were able to join the night, Mika and Kira. Awesome. Yeah, unfortunately, Elizabeth Pena drank herself to death. Sad. Amazing talent. Yeah, I believe she appeared in a Richard Dreyfuss, Nick Nolte, Bette Midler film starring Little Richard as well from 1986 that I'm still waiting to see if it will get a physical media release. Down and Out in Beverly Hills. Great comedy. Love that movie. It's just a silly, stupid comedy. And I don't know why it hasn't gotten a Blu-ray release yet, but I would love to see that come out on Blu-ray. And when it does, I'm picking it up. Love that movie. All right, y'all. We got 3 films down. We got 3 more to go. So let's just go back on the Criterion site and let's check out these last 3 titles. And I want to get your thoughts on it and, talk a little bit more and then get you back to your Monday evening, Monday night. Tell you what, there's nothing like Mondays, right? Mondays are our favorite days of the week. Let's see here. Next title here coming out on January the 23rd. So January the 23rd. So we've had a title come out each Blu-ray Tuesday of January. The 2nd of January, the 9th, the 16th, and now we have, this is one of the most intriguing titles of the month. This is Chantal Akerman, Masterpieces, 1968 to 1978. These are, let's count how many films are in this set. You're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that correct? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 films in this set. This is a Blu-ray collector set. It is only being offered on Blu-ray. It's on 3 discs, and it's coming in at an MSRP of $99.95 or $100. So it will be $50 on the 50% off sale. It's coming out on January the 23rd. I absolutely love this cover. I just dig this cover, and I am absolutely excited about this set. Now, I have this film here, Jean Dillman, 23 Quai du Camer, 1080 Bruxelles. This is a film by Chantal Akerman. It is included in this set. So this is spine number 484 in the Criterion Collection. This release is getting a spine number 1203. So this film, this brilliant film by Chantal Akerman is Jean Dillman. It was recently voted, I guess 6 months ago, it was voted as the #1 film in the Sight and Sound survey of films. The once a decade survey, the Sight and Sound survey, the BFI voted this film #1. Out of like 1,600 people participating in this survey, this rose to the top. It is a 1975 film. It comes in at 201 minutes. So it's about almost 3.5 hours long. And it deals with domestic life of this woman here that is featured, Jean Dillman. It is a very fascinating film, to say the least. It's a very slow paced film. It kind of takes its time, and you get the sense that not a lot is happening, but it's just one of those films that is an artistic expression, so to speak, more than it is an action type film. It's not an action film at all. It's a more of an artistic, meditative film. So you have here, in the revolutionary first decade of her filmmaking career, Chantal Akerman devoted herself to nothing less than the total resculpting of cinematic time and space. Journeying between Europe and New York City, Akerman forged a highly personal style that fuses avant-garde influences with deeply human expressions of alienation, desire, and displacement, themes that she would explore in a series of increasingly ambitious shorts, documentaries, and features, including the towering Jean Dillman 23 Quoi Dieu Quoi Mer 1080 Bruxelles, with immersive rhythms that render the most minute details momentous. And Jean Dillman is an example of that. These landmarks of 20th century art continue to reveal new ways of experiencing cinema and framing reality. So you get 3 discs, 3 Blu-ray discs, and it's a pretty nice looking set. You get these 9 films, Saute ma ville. I'm not going to try to pronounce all these, but films from 1968 to 1978. It's 9 films altogether. And it looks to be a very, very nice set. Looks to be pretty reasonably priced. You do get 4K digital restorations of a couple of these films. Well, of one of these films. And then 2K digital restorations of several of the films. Now, please note that Jean Dillman, again, is included in this set. At the time that it came out on Blu-ray, it was based on a new 2K digital restoration. And I presume that 2K restoration is the same that's included in this set. You get an unfinished film from 1973 called Hanging Out Yonkers. You get film school tests, a new program on Akerman from a critic, B. Ruby Rich, a visual essay. So a couple of features. So that's nice. That is nice. So you see these pictures here, Jean Dillman. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this set. This is a set that I'm looking forward to diving into. It gives me that same feeling as, although it's not nearly as big as the Agnes Varda set, where you just get to dive in and learn about a filmmaker. I'm not sure if you'll get that same feeling in this set, but you will get exposure to a lot of the films from this filmmaker. Let's take a quick look at this trailer here.
Ma petite chérie, je viens juste d'expédier tes affaires d'été à la dernière adresse que tu nous as envoyée. Pourquoi as-tu changé? J'espère que le colis va bientôt arriver car cela dure 8 jours par avion. Je paye ici et j'espère que tu n'auras rien à payer sur place. C'est très compliqué à expédier d'ici. Alors, si tu as besoin de quelque chose, alors je t'enverrai dans les prochaines lettres quelques dollars. J'espère que tu n'as pas trop chaud. Je sais que tu ne supportes pas la chaleur, que tu deviens toujours très déprimé avec le beau temps. Et surtout que tu n'as pas de sandales. Achète là-bas sur place. Ils ont aussi de bonnes chaussures là-bas, j'en suis sûr.
Okay. Well, very good. I guess somebody's sending someone summer clothes and hope they get through the summer all right. So I hope they do too. So I'll buy this set and I'll find out if they got the things they needed for the summer. But this is Chantal Akerman Masterpieces, 1968 to 1978. I love this cover. I'm intrigued by these films. Looking forward to diving into the works of this filmmaker. Again, the only one of the films that I've seen from her is this film, Jean Dillman. And I'm looking forward to seeing some other works from this amazing filmmaker. Her films are from Belgium and France. And so I'm all in with it. I'm ready to go with it. Chantal Akerman. All right, 2 more titles to go. This is a title I am really looking forward to checking out. There's 2 titles coming out on January 30th to wrap up the month of January, this epic month of January. And this is a film from Dee Rees, who recently entered the Criterion Collection with Pariah. This is an edition I do not have yet, but she entered the collection either last year or in 2021 with this film, Pariah from Dee Rees. And now another one of her films has entered the collection, is entering the collection called Mudbound. It's going to come in at spine number 1205 in the Criterion Collection. It is a 2017 film, so pretty recent. And I've heard good things about this movie. You have Carey Mulligan, Jason Clarke, Jason Mitchell, Mary J. Blige, Rob Morgan, Jonathan Banks, and Garrett Hedlund in this film. This is Mudbound, a film by Dee Rees, and it looks very fascinating. In the Mississippi Delta of the 1940s, two farming families, one of white landholders, one of black tenant farmers, are bound by the unforgiving soil they share as they struggle to survive amid the upheavals of World War II and the poisonous hatred of the Jim Crow South. Each family sends a young man off to battle. When they return home, scarred and find a common bond, the community is ripped apart. Writer-director Dee Rees, with co-writer Virgil Williams, crafts a uniquely American tragedy, imbuing bitter historical realities with a timeless weight. Wow. Featuring bone-deep performances from the ensemble cast. Definitely sounds fascinating. Darkly burnished cinematography from Rachel Morrison. So it sounds like a really, really interesting tale here. See these pictures? You see these images. This looks good. I really am interested in the themes that are covered in this film. This is an example of just a picture of real American life in a sort of a small town setting, similar to the feeling that I get with Lone Star as well, but in a different setting. But yeah, I'm looking forward to checking this film out for sure. This is coming out on Blu-ray and on DVD. It's coming out January the 30th. You get a new audio commentary that features Dee Rees, the director, a new documentary. Actually, a couple of documentaries here, an interview with Morrison, a new interview with the production designer. So you get a few features. It's not packed by any means, but you get a new 2K digital master. And notably, you get a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. So that is something to definitely take note of here. Dolby Atmos soundtrack, a new 2K digital master. So this is a 2017 film. We're getting a 2K digital master. It should be a really nice looking Blu-ray. It's a recent film. So I would expect this to be a very nice looking Blu-ray image. Fascinating story. The cinematography is definitely something that they're, talking up here in this summary. So I'm looking forward to this one. I mean, let me know what y'all think of this title in the comment section, whether you're looking at this live or on the replay. This is Dee Rees' Mudbound from 2017. So another entry in the collection from director Dee Rees. So that brings us to the last title that's coming out in January 2024. And this is a film I've never seen before, but I've heard interesting things about it. It's one that I'm fascinated to see come out on 4K. And it's one of those films that I'm looking forward to discovering for the first time on Criterion 4K. And it is Trainspotting. It's a film out of the UK from director Danny Boyle, who has another title in the collection called Shallow Grave. And this is spine 616 in the collection, starring Kerry Fox, Christopher Eccleston, and Ewan McGregor. Is Shallow Grave, a film by Danny Boyle. This is from 1994. So this is Ewan McGregor before he was Obi-Wan in The Phantom Menace, everyone's favorite Star Wars film, right? So you see here, Shallow Grave. So yeah, this is a Danny Boyle film. This is an interesting film. The spine number 616 in the collection. So this is Shallow Grave. This is the other film in the collection. Now Danny Boyle has a second film in the collection called Trainspotting, and it's coming in at spine number 1204. It's coming out January the 30th. It will be coming out on 4K Ultra HD in a 2-disc 4K set of 4K in a Blu-ray set and Blu-ray. So not a DVD option available as of now, at least. The 4K disc will feature Dolby Vision HDR. That's good to know. This is a 1996 film, comes in at 94 minutes. So it's from the UK, and it looks really, really interesting. I'm wondering, is this going to be a digipack? I don't know for sure, but it looks like a really interesting release of a very interesting film. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out. It's a jolt of adrenaline shot straight to the heart of the 1990s British cinema. It's a darkly funny adaptation of Irvin Welsh's novel, was a major breakthrough for director Danny Boyle. Train Spotting bounces across the life and times of Mark Renton, Ewan McGregor, a Scottish heroin addict who, along with his misfit mates, gets high, gets in trouble, gets clean, and gets high again. That's an interesting cycle, all in the bid to outrun the banality of modern existence. So, okay, so it's kinetically cut to an iconic soundtrack of techno, rock, and Britpop. This indie phenomenon chooses life in all is ugly, beautiful, terrifying exhilaration. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I mean, you get a new 4K digital restoration, 2.0 surround DTS master audio soundtrack, Dolby Vision, like I mentioned. You get an alternate 5.1 surround soundtrack. So you get a couple of sound options. You get an audio commentary. Love seeing commentaries, deleted scenes. You have a making of feature here, documentary. Okay, another documentary. These are archival documentaries, I suppose. You get reflections from the soundtrack artists. So some nice looking special features. You do get a couple of essays in the included fold out or booklet. One from critic Graham Fuller and then author Irvin Welsh. So that's interesting. So yeah, this looks to be a really nice looking edition. So I like the cover. I like the cover design here. Looks really interesting. I just don't know if this is going to be a digibook or the standard Criterion case. So we'll have to see. But this looks to be a really nice package coming out on January the 30th called Train Spotting. So let us know if you are a fan of this film in the comments section. So let me come out of here and come back out to these comments, see what y'all are saying, and we're going to put a big red bow on this January 2024 titles announcement, which are going to be following up on after the holidays, after we put a nice big red bow on 2023 with the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, the New Year's, other holiday celebrations, and bringing us into a new year with some Criterion excitement. So I have to say, I am really happy. So I'm going to scroll through these comments and we're going to go ahead and jump here. Let's see. Larry says, hey to Mika. People saying, hey back to one another. PDX soap opera. I just received an email saying Criterion flash sale is tomorrow, and they sent me a $10 gift code to use for it. Yes. That I didn't want to just come out and say it, but there is a very, very strong indications of that. So yes. So definitely be on the lookout for the Criterion site around noontime tomorrow if you want to take advantage of a potential sale for 24 hours. Traveling Man definitely will be interested in the Chantal Akerman set, but I want to check out a couple of her films to see if it will be my flow. Yeah, I would definitely do that. Now, if John Dillman is one of those films, I would definitely look at some others as well to get a good flavor of that. That is a wise approach. I'm going to do the blind approach, so to speak. I've only seen John Dillman, but I'm going to go ahead and take the plunge. Good evening to you, JG. PDX been waiting forever for Lone Star to come out. Yeah, you know what, folks? I'm hearing a lot of love for Lone Star, so I am really excited about picking that one up for sure. What's up, Mika? Says Jordo. I can't wait for the Ackerman set. Between this, the Pasolini set, and their upgrades on other sets, Criterion's box sets have been great lately. Yeah, agreed. The cover of Ackerman set and Varda set were designed by the same artist. Could be, because I do see some similarities, and I love the covers of them both. The cover of the Varda set is great. The cover of this Ackerman set, I really, really like that cover. See, covers of, Mudbound is a great story, powerful. It sounds like it based on the description. It sounds fantastic. Mudbound is a great movie. Well, I know it's fantastic. The twins have confirmed it, so that's good to know. I'm excited about that one, Mika. I mean, for sure. Big fan of Dee Rees. Loved her other film, Pariah. I need to see that one as well. Mary J. Blige earned an Oscar for this. Oscar nom. Carey Mulligan is a real standout, but there's not a weak performance in the bunch. Okay. I'm looking forward to it. Mika, I love Pariah as well. Love it. Trainspotting has a very gross scene. I won't. Okay. That's good to know. I'll be on the lookout for that. 4K King. Yes. Thank you. As I said earlier, Mudbound is tough to watch, but it needs to be seen. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm hearing a lot of love for Mudbound, for Lone Star. I'm hearing a lot of love for those titles. So I'm looking forward to picking them up. Wait, I'm sorry. Hey, Roger, just watch your reaction to Criterion questions, reviews. Nice job. Okay. Have to check that out as well. Trainspotting is definitely a pickup, 100%. We have a super sticker. Thank you, JG. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. And see, Trainspotting is also excellent. The restroom scene is iconic. Okay. Oh man, I have to check that one out. Is it like the restroom scene in that Mission Impossible with Tom Cruise and Henry Cavill when he does the arm crank thing? Is it something totally different? Probably totally different. Say this would be a good pairing with Requiem for a Dream. Okay. Yep. Cool. Love Trainspotting. Cool. Trainspotting is great, and the sequel is pretty good too. Already released on 4K. I did not know there was a sequel. Okay. McGregor's best performance, in my opinion. Okay. So it's better than his performance as Obi-Wan in Phantom Menace. Okay, good to know. Let's see. McGregor's also in another film called Velvet Goldmine from '98. I recommend it. Okay. People saying hey to one another. Trainspotting is a good movie. Love it. There's a lot of love for these films. So it says the 1200 Spine and Criterion so far are bangers. Can't believe Criterion got the first, at least American 4K release. Need to finally get into Dee Rees' films. I do as well. I do as well. Let's see. Culture says Mudbound give me all the feels. Time to retire my boot copy. Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're going to get an opportunity to get a nice 4K copy with a great restoration from the Criterion Collection. So yeah, folks, that's what we have here. I'm going to go back here and give a rundown again of what is on tap for the collection for this month. We're going to go back here and just take a look. We've got the Apu trilogy coming out on the 2nd of January. This one is one I may hold off on because I already have the Blu-ray set. Don't know if the upgrade is going to be notable or not. I do plan to get Blood Simple on January the 9th. That is definitely one I want to pick up, along with Lone Star on the 16th. That's coming out on 4K. So these are 2 4K titles I definitely want to get. Hearing a lot of great things about all of these, about both of these films. Of course, I've seen Blood Simple, so I love Blood Simple, but I've not seen Lone Star. Looking forward to checking that out. Also looking forward to this Chantal Ackerman set. Now, this set might be one that I may wait on for the February or March flash sale. But this is definitely one that I will be picking up in the first quarter of 2024. I will definitely be planning to pick up Mudbound and Trainspotting probably day 1 in January. This is coming out on Blu-ray from Dee Rees, and Trainspotting from Danny Boyle is coming out on 4K. So that is the roundup and what I'm interested in picking up for the month of January. But what I want to know is, what do you plan to pick up in the month of January? Let me check out these last few comments here, and we will hit the road. I wish you all a wonderful rest of your Monday evening. I appreciate y'all joining. I'm gonna let y'all get back to the horror movies that you're watching as part of 31 Days of Horror. JG, Pariah was great. Laren says, have a great night, James, and great week. You too as well. Thank you all for joining. I appreciate it. Hope you all have a great rest of the week. Be on the lookout for potential sales announcements and other things going on in the world of physical media and entertainment. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday and great rest of the week, and we'll look to see you next time at the movies. Peace. Have a great night, everybody.